Hello everyone, my name is April and my group member's name is Faith. Today our group gonna talk about the ethical customer consumption in seafood industry. The research used mixed research tools to study the ethical customers' consumption and behavior. The aim of this paper is to provide a deep insight into ethical customer behavior and their purchase decision making. Analysis of data collected showed that character of the product, such as price, brand name, company reputation, and location or convenience, have a great impact on purchase decision other than ethical contribute. In order to address all of these facts from the study, the following research question will be used as a guideline. First one, how significant are ethical in seafood consumption? Second one, does company reputation impact on customers' choice? Finally, how should companies greatly move toward ethical product while maintaining or increasing their target market? For this presentation, we will be briefly talk about methodology of our customer consumption research and also which sampling we will be used. Also, it will be analyzed both quantitative and qualitative research results and what is the limitation of this research. Finally, we will be discuss the difference between our research results and the results from literature review paper. Recommendation will be provided at the end of this presentation. Our research adopt mixed research approach. Both the qualitative and the quantitative research methods were actively employed. Quantitative data was collected using surveys, while qualitative data was obtained using interviews. A triangulation method was used in the research as it allowed information collected at the same times in the single perhaps. The questions were designed for both the data sets. The research design was selected to allow the researcher to compare and contrast the outcome and validate findings. From the mixed research method triangulation design graph we can know we have to doing the data collection of the qualitative and the quantitative in separate way. After we doing the surveys, we have to collection the data, analyze the data separately. Finally, after we analyze the data, we have to compare the two data as the final result. Because of the timing limited, convenient sampling was used for our research. The participants sample and interview were 4 people. That involved 2 male and 2 female, while the number of the people handled a survey question were 10 people. That's 5 male and 5 female. We keep to select the gender in half and half to try our best to keep the results fair enough. Next, I will going to talk about the qualitative data analysis and the results from our research. To be able to collect the qualitative data, we will be asked unscheduled research question that's relevant to this research. It is aimed to help offer better insights of the 4 interviews showing about this topic. The information collected from the interview that people are willing to pay an extra premium up to a certain extent for ethically product goods. However, if the product is over the price too much, they may not purchase it, even if it is an ethical product. The participants point out they prefer to consume ethical product when there is a win-win trade. That means they don't want to pay over the original price too much. The interview also showing that customer lack of knowledge on ethical consumption, and most of them made a purchase decision was based on their income. Maybe that relates with our sampling because we choose all the participants is from university. So maybe that is another point them making that decision. Also, some of the participants told us that the reason for ethical customer customer to purchase otherwise were mindly, not the available of a good choice of the product, unavailable of the shop in purse, comparatively high price, and the common belief that going green is a very expensive and hard process.
Thank you, April. First, I'm going to be talking about the quantitative data analysis based on the survey conducted on factors considered by consumers while making purchasing decisions. Analysis of the quantitative data obtained from the 10 participants, both male and female, aged 18 to 50 years, strongly suggested that characteristics of product such as price, brand name, company reputation, locations of the store were considered to be of great impact on purchasing decision, other than ethical attributes in the seafood industry. As the table above indicates, the number of participants who considered price as their major priority in making purchasing decisions were represented by 40%, the brand name were represented by 10%, company reputation represented by 20%, the location of the store were represented by 30%. So basically, based on this research analysis, it was noted that the price of the product was the highest attribute considered by the participant in their purchasing decision processes, while the brand name was the least attribute considered by the consumers in their purchasing decision. Also, another research question was how much are customers willing to pay? The statistic collected above indicated that number of consumers willing and unwilling to pay an extra premium of ethically produced seafood were as follows. Not willing to pay was 1 person, willing to pay under $10, under 10% was 3 participants, willing to pay between 10 to 20% was 5, and over 20% was only 1 participant. The finding also showed that when a person's ethical indications are higher, there is no significant difference when the gender is taken as a moderator. Though women will tend to be a bit keen towards the ethical stability of the product. Next, I'm going to discuss results from literature review and combine with our findings. Based on the literature review of our first report, there were various types of tips which were driven from reading all articles and incorporating interpreting analysis. In order to compare each article, the article had particular research focus. The research was separated into 2 parts, internal and external factors affecting the seafood consumption. The internal factors included things like satisfaction, personality, quality, while the external factors included the CSR, customer service, and the price. The results from our research was more focused on the price of the product, and the difference between our results and the literature review is how we chose our sampling participants. The most of our research participants were from Madrid University, and their purchasing decisions were basically affected by their income or were limited by their income. Thirdly, I'm going to talk about the recommendation. The results showed that consumers lack knowledge on ethical consumption, and most of their purchasing decisions were based on their income. The study suggested that marketers need to focus more on raising awareness among consumers on ethical buying and inputs into the environment and society at large. Even though most of them stated that they practice ethical purchasing, their behavior differ according to the characteristic of product, demographic factors, knowledge on ethical attributes, and availability of their products. Also, overall, the retailers need to also open up more seafood shops to reach their target market and to ensure that the products are available for their customers' needs. This will enable them to find the kind of products they want, and also and also the retailers needs to offer this product at a reasonable price. Limitation. The method of data collected had some limitation that affected the validity of the research. First, the finding of the participants who are willing to participate voluntarily without a reward was a challenge. Another thing was the participant who participated on the survey were not able to answer all the survey questions. Also, time was a factor. As we only had 2 weeks to complete the whole process, we were not able to collect all the samples from different parts. Secondly, the survey sample size of 10 participants were too small for the result presented to represent the whole population. And also, the survey participants might have felt also the pressure to provide accurate answers as they were known by the researcher, and in addition, they might have not actually.
So in conclusion, based on our research analysis, surveys, and interview, the final result is showing us ethical issues make up the part of the decision, but it's not anyway the most of the important for the customers. That being said, customers prefer to consume the ethical product when it is a win-win trade. Once the ethical product over the original price a lot, then people are not willing to pay that product, even if it is the ethical product. Therefore, ethical product is still a chance for the organization to expand their business. Thank you for your listening and have a nice day.